Hello and welcome to another episode of How Not to Become a YouTube Streamer or whatever. And this is episode, let's call it 86. So, welcome to episode 86. As always, I'm super ready, I'm super prepared. I have a smoke. That's for the algo. I have a drink. That's for me. And don't forget, one of the most important items of this show is the good old Katja's Kinder, right? Because we all love little kittens, and why not eat them, right? I mean, we watch them, we pet them, we feed them, we take care of them, and I think it's just fair enough that they give back. And if not, at least in the form of very delicious, very unhealthy licorice that can literally break your teeth and yeah. So I was away. Where was I? Why was I away? There's a lot of secrets, a lot of mystery. It's all going to be uncovered tonight. I just downloading the footage I want to share with you, and then, yeah, then I'm gonna bore you to death for the next 30 minutes or so. Let's see how long I can keep this up. All right. So let's go. So first of all, because there was a delay of about, I don't know, couple of hours, I need a refresh on my drink. And as always, I'm just gonna let you wait while I'm getting one. Because otherwise it's no fun for you guys, and you know that I love you. And that's why I'm doing this. And it's also way more immersive. You're taking part in what you see. You're just not seeing something that you're not related to. All right. So let me finish this up. So good. I'll be right back. I can keep on mumbling. So I was gone for, I think it was like 16 days. No, 12 days. Whatever. Maybe it was less, maybe it was more. Who knows? Who cares? The important thing is not that I'm back. The important thing is that I'm going to go back from where I'm back from right now. Why? Because I really like it. Really. It was great. I met very nice people. I had a great time. I had fun. I had joy. I had seasons in the sun. No, it's the other way around with that song. But either way. Yeah, so I went to Salvador de Bahia. The purpose was like kind of business thing, business related thing. So I went there, didn't really know what to expect, how it's gonna be, and I planned a trip like for 3 days. And I end up spending a couple of more days and then a couple of more days. So that's how it goes. So I had a great time there. It was interesting because I've been there before like 20 years ago, and I really, really don't remember anything about that. Well, a little here and there, but it was mostly like a guided thing. I wasn't by myself, and someone knew and just spotted, oh, here, here, here. And it was like 1 day or 2 days. No beach, just somewhere in the city. So I don't have like almost no memory of that trip. So in a way, yeah, it was the first time that I consciously really visited Salvador. Although I mostly stayed in the outskirts of Salvador, close to the beach, but I managed to, you know, get downtown and have a little walk through the the old town, where Michael Jackson once stood. So I kind of walked in his footsteps, just talking about Bahia, not all the other footsteps, okay? Yeah, so I had a great, fantastic time. Um, Obviously, just came back yesterday, so I'm still tired. Even short trips make me tired. I don't know why. Maybe it's too much talk, too much drink, too much food. Or maybe it's just the altitude, the pressure thing. I think the commercial airplanes, for one way or another, they have the wrong pressure um, in the cabins, and I don't know why, but that's just a feeling. Like if you once flew private, it feels different. I'm not talking about the comfort and all the luxury and all that stuff. It just feels different. So, but I don't want to talk about my trip. You're gonna see some B-roll about my trip. Maybe, or maybe not. I want to talk about, yeah, because if I show you B-roll, like my drone footage and all of that, I have to press a lot of buttons, and I'm super newbie. I'm not a pro. I'm happy that I know how to launch. Yeah, you see, to launch OBS, and that's it. Press record, and then press stop record. So I'm happy if I'm able to do that. But let's see. Maybe at the end I underline the drone footage with some random generic music, so you get a little glimpse of how it looks like, if you don't already know. If you want to know, you can contact me. That's kind of part of one of my business. If you're looking for a new home, if you're looking for real estate, if you want to relocate to a beautiful country, send me a message. I'll hook you up. You're gonna pay me, of course, for my services. Yeah, so let's do that. Meanwhile, while I was away from my hometown, Sao Paulo, a lot of things happened, and they kept happening. It's like you never get a rest. So let's don't talk really about the whole election thing in the US. Obviously, that was like a perceived global event. Yes, and Mr. Donald J. Trump, he won, as well, predicted not by the mainstream media over there, but if you were like paying attention to like normal people and even on social media, you already had the vibe. I mean, come on. You can make fun as much as you want about Trump, but Kamala, really, like, she's unable to even form a sentence or ask, answer, say, tell, talk, any questions, make a statement. Like, she's so retarded. I was thinking maybe she's a sibling or comes from the same Android factory as the robot Biden. Yeah, but whatever. So I don't want to talk about this either, because I don't live there, so I don't give a shit. Let's nuke Europe, whatever. I don't live there anymore. I'm here now. And as long as it doesn't affect too much whatever is going on here, so yeah, I don't care. I just don't give a fuck. So here we had some interesting things going on. Next week we have upcoming, it's like my main event of the year. It's going to be the congregation of a political movement here in Brazil. And in my point of view, it's the only free, non-corrupt movement, hopefully soon to be a party too, and that does exist here, that represents like the values that, I share. I have like freedom of expression, very important, freedom to express yourself not only with words and actions, but also if you want to be entrepreneur, if you want to have a business, if you want to succeed, you need freedoms to do that. You cannot live under high tax governments. You can live with too many restrictions or rights for people that should not have them. Everybody should be equal. And if you want to take a risk, invest your money, open a business, then you should be allowed to do so, because at the end you're doing something social. You're doing something for the community, for your peers. If you open a kiosk, a bar, or whatever, you're providing a service, you're getting paid for it, and hopefully you succeed and you have employees. So employees have family and they pay rent and they go to the grocery stores and they buy TVs and cell phones and so on. So, the circle of life, the circle of money. So I kind of like that. I like freedom. Yeah. So anyways, that's the movement. I kind of, how you call it, support. And there's an annual congregation next week. I'm going to be there, of course. I'm going to support my peers, and hopefully they succeed in finally creating a political party. So in the future, maybe in 4, 5, 6, 10 years, here in Brazil, we're going to have a president that is not corrupt, that is not tainted by association, scandals, corruption, like someone fresh, someone new, someone educated. And I think the educated part is also something that attracted me years ago when I first started to. I was so off from politics because it's always the same bullshit almost everywhere. So the focus of this movement compared to other is like education. I'm not talking just about education, like, children and, basic education, but even adults need to be educated. Adults need to be educated in order to be able to express or even form mentally an opinion. You cannot have an opinion. Well, you can, because every idiot has one, but you cannot have a valid opinion if you don't have information. And information is one of the big problems worldwide. Most of the information is worthless, is tainted, is propaganda. And one of the things that I really liked about this movement is they started to educate people. So they created like let's call it a school, a university, whatever. And it's not like an, top-down education. So here, you have material, read it, study it, and form your own opinion. And that's, in a way, like, this is simplified, how I was educated. Never believe what you hear, what you see, what you read. Sit down, process everything, do your own research, and then form an opinion or form a little window of the whole picture, because we never know everything. We can't. It's like, I think it's impossible. But at least if you question everything, that's a sane approach. You know, you can immediately tell if you have conversation with somebody by the way they argue that they don't know shit. They just listen to a radio show, or they watch the last late night TV, cable news, whatever. You can immediately tell, because it's like they use the words, they use the generic phrases that the propaganda machine is using. And you can tell immediately by that, and by just asking some basic questions, that there's nothing profound about their opinion, because they never thought about it. So it's not really their opinion. They're just parroting, Anyways, so this is going to be next week. I'm looking forward. It's going to be 2 days for me. I'm looking forward to meet 3 people and, provide a little bit of freedom, helping to provide it, have some drinks, have some good talks, some good discussions. Hopefully somebody will teach me something, because that's one of the things that I like the most, learning. Yeah, so that's going to be great. I'm going to be very busy apart of that. Well, this is an extracurriculum activity, right? So that's a hobby, if you want. It's not essential, and, breadwinning is unfortunately essential. So I'm doing that too. A lot of calls and trips and meetings and blah, blah, blah. It's all boring shit. I know what you're saying. The broom is missing. I don't know where it is. An accident happened. A woman was here at some point in time, and the broom is gone. I would like to put it back, but in order to know where it is, I would have to call the woman, and I don't want to, because it's embarrassing. So you guys, you have to wait for your broom. All right, so no broom. And then we had crazy shit. Oh, yesterday we had it's like, sometimes, like, Brazilians, I love them. Obviously, I live here. It was like the worst, let's use the term terrorist attack ever. Like a retarded guy who posted retarded things that makes no sense, full of erratic words and wrong grammar, wrong spelling. Like he wanted to be a martyr or a hero and kill some politicians and do harm. Obviously, what he succeeded into doing is that give the people that he was supposed to fight more power, because he gave them a reason. And it was, just go to YouTube, watch it. Praça dos Três Poderes, Brasilia, last night, what happened? It's ridiculous. A guy ends up blowing himself up because he was too stupid to... No, if you want to plant bombs, you should at least be as good as not to blow yourself up while you're holding the bomb in your hand. In a way, that's what happened. And of course, everybody here is blaming, I don't know who, the right and the I don't want to say his name because I don't like, he's a retard too, former president of here. And yeah, so that was bad news, because the communists are going to use that to enforce, for sure, in the coming days or weeks, new laws, new policies, because, oh my God, we have to restrict free speech, because he had, I don't know, a WhatsApp account or a Telegram account or a Facebook account, and he was able to send a message to his mom, and we cannot have that, so we have to monitor that, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So that's one thing to come. So I'm looking very much forward to that. And then we had a very, very bad time. A lot of rain. I have a, like, how you call the thing in the kitchen, behind the kitchen? I don't know, like the room where the washing machine is, like kind of separated from the kitchen. So a lot of rain, then there's something wrong with the roof, so some water drops in. So that was, well, it is annoying and it's not fixed yet, but you know. Yeah, once you live in South America, every year that goes by, you get like calmer, you know, all right, it's just some water. Whatever. What else? There was something else. I'm in a Christmas struggle emotionally. Do I go with the family or do I not go with the family? I have to wash a lot of clothes. This is very important. So for the algo, maybe get some advertisers like, I don't know, brands of washing machine powder. So call me, hook me up. I broke my tripod, so that was really sad. Oh, sad emoji. My tripod is broken. So I used a cheap tripod. No, I'm using a cheap tripod right now. I broke the fancy one. The most important thing, I still have gin, I still have tonic, and I have some facts. So what else do you want? Oh, you see, and the trash bin is also here. Yeah. So after that experience in Salvador, I'm seriously, after over almost 23 years, 24 years here, I'm thinking about moving up north. I mean, the coldest night was like 22 degrees Celsius. So I came back the first night 14 degrees, yesterday 14 degrees, the whole day 19 degrees. It's so cold. That's why I'm sitting here in my super not fancy and not washed for 2 months jacket. And I really, really enjoyed the warmth, you know, be able to walk around the house or outside the house like without clothes, basically. It's really comfy. So I want to do that. So what else is new? There was something else I wanted to talk about. It just escaped my mind now. I don't know. What might it be? I went to Salvador. We had terrorist attack in Brazil, in Brasilia. We had a lot of rain. Christmas is not solved yet. I might have. Nah, I don't want to talk about it. It's too private. Um, I have the congregation next week. Star Citizen. Yes, let's talk about Star Citizen. So after six years, at least 6 years, I bought the Polaris 6 years ago while I was in Germany. I don't know why I was in Germany, but probably because I had something to do there. And it was like at 2 o'clock in the morning and there was a sale and I had to click the mouse button and refresh the browser to get it. And I was so excited. What I didn't know when I bought it for $750, that it was a concept chip. So that's how retarded I am. I was. Maybe I am. So I bought the Polaris. And I was instantly disappointed that it wasn't in my hangar or like in the game to fly. And then I said, oh, concept. But okay, let's skip 6 years or more. So it's here now. not in live, but in the PTU. So obviously I downloaded the PTU, went on, and I love it. Mostly what I really don't love, because Mr. Robert Space Industry Chairman didn't fulfill at least some of the promises that are needed in order to be able to use the ship by yourself as a solo player. I'm not a solo player. I have my peers, and I love to be social and to play with friends for many years now. But sometimes I just want to be on my own. I want to chill out in space. I don't want to talk. I don't want to be on Discord and listen to other people or express myself, or, you know. And then you cannot use the Polaris. You can pilot it. Yes, you can get from A to B. You can even, maybe, I guess, like do some cargo shit, but then it's really the wrong ship. You just use the C2 or the CAT. So what I don't get, as a pilot, you only have access to the size 3 missiles, which is all right, but they are size 2 missiles, and most important, they are size 9 or size 10 torpedoes. No, you cannot use them. You need somebody or two people, because there are two torpedo launch pods and two torpedo launch terminals. So you like 3 people if you want to use, and then if you want to use size 2 missiles, you need 4 people. If you also want to use the turrets, you need 4 more people. So we're talking about 8 people, and we have remote turrets. Well, let's cut it short. 12 people you need. And we were promised to have blades, at least for the turrets, so you can do some self-defense or slight attacking. And we're talking about software. I mean, even we're talking about software in the future. So why can't you access the software that controls the torpedoes or the size 2 or size 3 missiles that you can from other terminals in your terminal while you're piloting the ship? That makes no sense at all. It's just, sorry, just, I need to smoke more. It's just Cloud Imperium having a laugh at us. That's what it is. So I love the Polaris, but I hate that I cannot use it by myself. So every time, let's say it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm not wasted enough to fall asleep on the sofa naked. I want to go to space and have some fun. But none of my friends are around because different time zones, or they have wives or kids or both. And I cannot the ship that I bought 6 or more years ago for a lot of money. Obviously they can fix it. I hope they will at least give us access to the torpedoes so we can blow out some other ships. Oh yeah, blow out some other ships. So as a proud and at the same time disappointed 890 owner, man, the new point defense system on the 890, at least, I didn't test a couple of the other ships that have it, or a few of the other ships. Like the 890 is invincible if you attack it just with rockets, missiles, torpedoes, whatever. The point defense takes everything out. It's amazing as an 890 owner. Obviously, I like it, but as a Polaris owner, it's like you have no chance, because if you are fully crewed, you can shoot out, let's say, 8 torpedoes, couple of missiles, and the point defense of the 890 takes every single one of them out. Even 2 Polarises I didn't test it myself, but I watched some people testing it with two Polarises. So we're talking about 16 torpedoes, and they had some Firebirds um, shooting size 3 missiles, 6 at the time. 890 is just like, yeah, fuck you. Again, great if you're in the 890, not so great because it's OP, right? It is. It's OP. If you cannot overwhelm the system defense, um, even with two of the capital ships, so something is wrong. I mean, obviously that's all alpha and PTU, but we'll see. But right now, it's OP. Yeah, so that's maybe one of the best news. Polaris is out. We don't know for sure, but I hope IAE is the 22nd of November, so it's soon. Then hopefully the Polaris is on live, and then we have a big event. We can spend more money, buy more ships, have some fun. And Pyro, I want to move my home to Pyro. Also waiting years for that, so that's good. Yeah, I think that wraps it up. That's all the news. And there are more news, but I'm not ready to share them because I forgot. That's the truth. I have no idea right now. As I'm teaching you or trying to teach you how not to become a YouTuber, I have no script. I have no notes. I have nothing. I'm just talking shit. Yeah. So, all right. Let's wrap it up. I'm gonna maybe or not put some drone footage of beautiful Salvador de Bahia after this nonsense talk. And yeah, until next time. Bye bye. So I really don't like to, but I kind of promised, so I teased it. So yeah, I'm gonna show you some drone footage that I recorded while I was away from all of you, while I was away from reality. And now that I'm back to life, back to reality, I want to share some of my experiences with you. So this is a flight from the place that I stood to the beach, and it's around 671 meters. I have no idea how much that is in feet, inches, or any other strange measurement. So you just go down the street, you can walk it, you can drive it, you can fly it. And if you do so, you reach that little lighthouse. I don't know if it's functional, if there's anything happening inside, outside, but it just looks nice, right? We have that. And we have a little lighthouse. We have beautiful, beautiful scenery. At least that's my opinion. There's not too many people left or right at any given day, and stayed for like almost 2 weeks. So yeah, not much going on. It's a very residential, um, no high-rise level buildings, as you can see. It's really beautiful. It's very calm. No noise, no parties. Well, there must be some people partying somewhere. It's mentioned. I don't know what that is. So that is like straight down the road. That's the beach. Oh, one end of the beach with the lighthouse. I have not been. I haven't gone into the water at this spot. I went like maybe 200-300 meters to the right from this point of view, and it was beautiful. It was nice. One thing that if you don't know, you need to know about Salvador. It's always warm. Like if you have a night below 21 or 20 degrees Celsius, that would be considered as a cold night. So usually, let's say between 22 and 30 something degrees Celsius all year long. If you're that close to the waterfront, obviously uh, I just love it. You might experience, oh no, for sure you will experience wind all the time, every day, and it's usually mild. Obviously, that doesn't mean that there's no strong winds happening, but usually it's like really, really nice because it kind of takes away, you know, the heat. Um, Obviously, it doesn't take it away, but we have the so-called wind chill effect. So it just makes living more comfortable, walking around more comfortable. There's always a slight wind. The water is warm. I didn't measure the water. Uh, I know the pool where I stayed was between 28 and 30 degrees Celsius. I don't have no idea about the water. And I don't know if there are any sharks, but obviously here are a lot of rocks, so it's not probably not recommended to go inside the water here directly because rocks are dangerous. You can hurt yourself. You can, you know, slip or cut yourself and die. And you don't want to do that, obviously. Straight ahead is Africa, and straight ahead there is Portugal, more or less. Okay, don't take my word for it, but you take my word for it. So here we see some construction, maybe, or for sure some condos going up. We have a destruction, so this is going to be a future construction. But most of the area is really residential. I think there are two or three little supermarkets, restaurant, gas station. There is one or two drugstores nearby and some other little things that I didn't pay attention to. But mostly it's residential, some hotels, and I don't know. How do you call the Airbnb things? So I have no idea. So this is the house estate, and it's for sale. So if you want to buy it, give me a call. Oh no, you can't because I don't have my number, but send me a message. If you want to buy this beautiful brand new house, really really special from the inside too. Maybe I will post inside footage on this channel, but it's on another channel. Well, this is where it's at. The people, the owners, are super nice. We became friends. It's very close to the beachfront. It's solar powered, so the electricity bill is like kind of like 20 US dollar, less than 20 US dollars a month with all air conditions and pool and everything. Um, they are doing the all the grass thing. It's gonna be brand new. That's why there is no grass, but they're reforming it right now as we speak, literally. So a super nice area. There's a nice park here across the street. There's no noise. It stood there for like 2 weeks or 12 days. No noise, day and night, calm, no loud music, no traffic. You just go out the door, walk, let's say 3 minutes, 4 minutes, you're at the beach. Fantastic. Nice neighbors. I met four of the neighbors, really nice people. So yeah, so that's great. Um, and obviously, I don't know by heart what my drone is gonna do. Oh, here's some dunes, some salt water there. I think it's a restricted construction area, so that's good. So no high-rise buildings can be built. And that's it. I'm tired now,
and I'm hungry and I need another drink. All right. Have a good night. Bye bye.